Hello peoples! In today's video we'll be taking a look at what the top ships for solo use I would use in Pyro. Now this is just my opinion, I know everybody has one, but we're going to find out if you agree with me. And I'm making this video because we have IAE just 7 days away from the release time of this video, and people are going to be reaching in their wallet to purchase these virtual ships with some hard-earned cash. So hopefully this will help you make that decision whether or not you want to buy or not. It's up to you. But, you know, the information here is presented so that you can make at least a decent educated guess, right? So let's start with listing the criteria that I think a good ship for Pyro will need. Number one, most if not all the weapons need to be controlled by the pilot. You need to be able to do the pew-pew if people want to come and take your stuff. It's that simple. Two, long range with large quantum fuel capacity. We know that Pyro's at least 4 times the size of Stanton, so your ship's going to have some legs. It's that simple. Number three, a livable interior size. So all the amenities like bed, bathroom, kitchen, etc. Armor space, place to put your weapons, all that good stuff. You're going to need that. You're going to be living out of your ship basically. Number four, suitable for multi-mission roles like cargo, bounty hunting, box missions. Anything that an outlaw gang that you want to, get some affiliation with would require you to do. So it's going to limit the single-seat fighters there. Number five, future capabilities for multi-crew use. So when you make that friend in Pyro, maybe more than one, you have the ability to take them along on some of those missions to help you out, and you won't be solo for that much longer. So based on that list, I have removed all starter ships. And for all those cutter pilots out there, stop typing. I know the cutter's a good starter ship, but it just does not match up to the other ships in this list. Also, any ships that have a large crew requirement to operate turrets, weapons are excluded. So no hammerheads, carracks, no redeemers, nothing like that. Basically, the C2, the M2, the A2 Hercules, they're all multi-crewed ships, as most of their DPS is provided by turrets, and so they're excluded as well. The Hull series is also off this list, as it would just be an open invitation for anyone in Pyro to come get a free ship with cargo. Sorry, Hull guys, you're going to need some escorts if you want to go into Pyro. Last but not least, we have the single-seat fighter. They're going to have some issues with range and the types of missions that you can do. They're very good at what they do when it comes to taking out other ships, but they're kind of limited in scope, so you're not going to see a single-seat fighter in here. And then the last thing is that all ships are currently available in the PU, so I'm not going to have the Zeus here or any ships that are future release because just haven't had the time to test them yet, so I don't know how they're going to stand up. If time permits, before IAE starts next week, I'll try and get another video out that covers the top ships that are multi-crew. So stay tuned for that one. As always, the link to all these ship builds will be in the video description below. Check them out if you want to try out these builds. I encourage you to do that and then get back to me with what you think. Now what you're going to do is get a snack, sit back, grab yourself a tasty beverage, and let's get to it. Okay, here in last place, number 6, is going to be the Vanguard Warden. If your primary focus in Pyro is going to be combat, then you really can't go wrong with the Vanguard Warden. Out of all the Vanguards, it's the best dogfighter. It checks the boxes as far as we have a bed, a bathroom, a cooking area, all that good stuff. There's a gun rack, interior storage space, everything that you need. The back interior is big enough to hold multiple boxes or bodies, whichever floats your boat. And then we get to the actual ship itself. Okay, so quick rundown. You've got 2,500 quantum fuel capacity, giving you some great range for a fighter when paired with the cross-field quantum drive. Total range of 123 million kilometers. That's outstanding. The max SCM speed of 1,116 meters per second give you the ability to chase down anything that you can kill. The 2 size 2 shields for 20,750 shield HP when you're using the FR76, and the 42,400 hit points that you get on the body helps protect you from when you're doing the pew-pew thing. With 4 missile hardpoints. You can go with 16 size 2 missiles for some great standoff range. The guns are good enough with a gimbaled size 4 and 4 size 2 repeaters. You also have the turret, which has 2 size 2 repeaters in it. The only real downside here is that you don't have a dedicated cargo space. So you're kind of limited on the type of missions that you want to take, but again, this is orientated more towards the combat side. When you do get some crew, you're limited to only 1, and they're going to be using that turret to help you out. So there's my take on it. One of the best overall fighters if combat is going to be your main focus. Okay. Now, as far as how much is it going to cost, well, right now it's listed at $260 US, hard-earned money here. There's going to be ways to get a little bit cheaper, and we'll check them out at the end of the video. Up next, coming in number 5, is the 400i. I'm not going to lie, I don't like the 400i. I'm not a big lover. I just don't like the looks. But the stats make this ship one to think about for Pyro. It has a large, roomy interior with a bed, bath, cook area. There's gun racks, space for armor suits, an airlock, interior storage. You've got 42 SCU of cargo space. To top it all off, you have a hover bike that fits in the nose to help you get around on the surface of a planet. So let's take a look at the actual ship itself. You have 4,920 quantum fuel capacity, giving you an outstanding range when paired with the cross-field quantum drive of 237 million kilometers. That's just nuts. A max SEM speed of 1,250 meters per second, making it the second fastest ship in this lineup. You have 1 size 3 shield for 115,000 shield HP when you equip the FR86 shield, and has 80,500 total HP for the hull. The pilot control guns are not great, with only 2 size 3 repeaters and 2 turrets with 2 size 3 repeaters that only face to the rear. Those turrets are also only controllable with crew. To make up for the lack of guns, you do have a total of 32 missiles with 16 size 1 and 16 size 2. For the crew, you can have up to 2 more to help you with your adventures in Pyro. This ship is a survivor, not a raider, so keep that in the back of your mind. You're not going to win any gunfights with this thing, but you will live to fight another day. You can outrun almost anything out there that would be a severe challenge to you. Looking at the price, we are going to end up spending $250 US. It will definitely be for sale during IAE, so if you like the ship and you want to be in Pyro, go grab it. At number 4, we have the Mercury Star Runner. If you're into cargo running with a little dash of illicit activities here and there, the Mercury is a great choice. You've got your bed, check. Bathroom, check. Cook area, check. Bar, yeah, a little bit of a bar, check. Smuggling space, check. Interior storage, check. All those checks. You have 114 SCU of cargo space, check. You have the ability to carry a small vehicle in the back as well. Taking a look at the ship, you have 9,740 quantum fuel capacity, giving you an awesome range when paired with the cross-field quantum drive of 470 million kilometers. It outdistanced any other ship in this lineup. A max SCM speed of 1,287 meters per second, make it the fastest ship in this lineup. You can outrun pretty much anyone chasing you. You have 2 size 2 shields for 20,750 shield HP when you use the FR76. That's the same as the Vanguard, by the way. But you only have about 37,400 hull HP, not the best. The pilot has control of 1 size 5 nose turret with 2 size 3 repeaters. You also have 2 additional turrets with 2 size 3 repeaters for the crew. You're not going to want to get in a gunfight in this ship without the crew. That's just the bottom line. With 4 missile hardpoints, you can go with 8 size 2 missiles, just enough to help deter any attacker until you can jump to quantum. For the crew, you can add 2 in order to man the turrets, as previously mentioned. Provided you with some backup when you get into a sticky situation in Pyro and all that good stuff. The good for the ship is, if you want to do more cargo running than fighting, then this is pretty much the one that you want. As far as price goes, you're looking at $260 US, if you want to pick it up at IAE this year. So now, moving on to the next ship. At number 3 is the Drake Corsair. You knew this ship was going to be on the list, right? Like, it's no surprise. It's Drake, and we're in Pyro. Just like the other ships in this lineup, it has a large living space with a bed, internal storage, kitchen. I think there's a bar in there. I'm not 100% sure. Bathroom, all that good stuff. You've got a good-sized armory with lots of gun space, trademark of most, Drake ships. Taking a look at the ship itself, you have 6,900 quantum fuel capacity, giving you an outstanding range when paired with the cross-field quantum drive of 333 million kilometers. That's not bad for a ship this size. A max SCM speed of 950 meters per second puts it kind of in the slow category, but then again, you are running a pretty large ship here, and you have the ability to pretty much outgun anything of equal size or smaller. A single size 3 shield for a total of 115,000 shield HP when you equip an FR86 shield, and 91,000 hit points for the hull, so it's kind of a glass cannon here, no surprise. The pilot control guns are the bread and butter of this ship, with 4 gimbaled size 4 and 2 size 4 fixed repeaters, along with 3 turrets with 2 size 2 repeaters each for when you get a crew. 4 missile racks give you the ability to have up to 16 size 2 missiles. For the crew, you can have up to 3 more thugs to help you enforce your will over weak targets that you're going to come across in Pyro. Just remember, it doesn't have much going for it in a prolonged fight. If you can't kill it within the first 15 seconds of the fight, you should move on to something easier. As far as the price goes, $250 US will get you this ship at IAE. I don't think there's going to be a price increase on it, but we'll see. Now, moving on to number 2, the 600i Explorer version. This is a great ship to solo in for any system, not just Pyro. The 600i Explorer is going to get a rework, so the stats will probably change on this, but it'll probably be more suitable for Pyro after that. For now, you get luxury interior space, a full-up bar and a jacuzzi to help you escape the hard life of Pyro, an extensive armory, gun racks, 40 SCU of cargo that can also fit a small ground vehicle. That's a plus. So taking a look at the ship, we have 3,000 quantum fuel capacity. When paired with the cross-field quantum drive, gives you an extremely good range of 144 million kilometers. A max SCM speed of 955 meters per second. It's pretty good for a ship of this size and its capabilities. You have 2 size 3 shields for 232,000 shield HP when you equip the FR86 shield, giving it the most shield HP out of the list. And on top of that, you have 106,100 hull hit points. But this is probably also going to increase after the rework, and I expect it to be on par with the Constellation, which we're going to see in a little bit. The pilot control guns are good with 3 size 5 laser cannons. I went with cannons in this case, not repeaters, but you can use repeaters, just downsize it by 1 if you put gimbals. You also have 2 turrets with 2 size 3 repeaters each for the crew that you may have later on. With 4 size 5 missile racks, you can mount 16 size 3 missiles for some long-range punch. Later on, again, you can add 2 or more crew. While this ship does not have the same firepower as the Corsair, it can stay in the fight a lot longer, given its heavier shields and better HP. 3 size 5 cannons are going to hurt anyone attacking you, provided you can hit them. That's why you can downgrade using gimbals. The interior rework for this ship should make it even better. Keep that in mind. As far as price goes, well, we're looking at $475, so get ready to reach into that wallet. It's going to hurt. And now for my number 1 pick, it's going to be the Constellation Andromeda. Yep, Chris Roberts' baby. While the interior layout has some issues, this hits all the boxes. Interior storage, bed, bath, kitchen, 96 SCU of cargo space, can fit a ground vehicle in there. You have 3,000 quantum fuel capacity. When paired with the cross-field quantum drive, gives you a very good range of 144 million kilometers. We have a max SCM speed of 911 meters per second, so a little slower than the 600i. We have one size 3 shield for 115,000 shield HP when you're using the FR86, the same as the Corsair and the Vanguard, and it has a whopping 181,344 total body HP, so it can tank way more than the Corsair or the 600i. You have 2 size 4 gimbaled repeaters, 2 size 4 fixed repeaters, giving you very high DPS for the pilot, with a total of 52 missiles, 12 size 2 and 28 size 1. You can missile spam all day long. Just make sure you open up at long range to soften up those targets. You have 2 turrets with 2 size 2 repeaters and a snub fighter. For the crew, you can add 3 later on, 2 for the turrets and 1 for the fighter. This is a great ship. It has more firepower than the 600i, can carry a snub fighter, and is able to do any of the missions that you want. With the shield and total hit points, it is way tankier than the 600i or any other ship in this lineup. You are not going to go wrong with this ship, trust me. And as far as the price goes, it's a lot cheaper than the 600i. We're looking at $240 US to pick this little ship up. If you do some CCU upgrades, a little bit cheaper. Alright, that's going to do it for the roundup here. Now that we're done with the list, what's the best way to get some or all of these ships? IAE is next week, and I recommend that if you are going to use real money to get any of these ships, that you use the CCU system to get them as cheaply as possible. Try to only pick up Warbond CCUs, as that's how you're going to save money. If you have not used CCUs before, go check out the videos that are on the Info Runners channel. Execute did a pretty good job with a video last year on taking you all the way through from your seed ship to what you're going to end up as an end ship using the CCU game. And if you don't know what the CCU system is, just do a Google search for Star Citizen CCU game and you'll find all kinds of information to help educate you on how to get a ship at a cheaper price than paying full price. Longtime players of the game know this system inside out and backwards. There's experts at it, and there's a ton of information out there that will get you up to speed quickly. Now, as far as my ship list, this is what I see as being some of the best ships for use in Pyro coming up. There are a couple ships that are pretty close in this same category, like the Freelancer Misk, for example. That'd be another good one. They were left off from my list because I think that these 6 ships, because of their capabilities and their intended roles for what I would use them for, they kind of beat out ships like that. But, as always, go ahead, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this list, whether you agree, disagree, the different types of ships that you would use, if you have a completely different list, if you think I'm totally batshit crazy for what I have here, all that good stuff, because I welcome the feedback. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please do the thing with the subscribe, the like, and notify. And as always, till next time, take care.